We haven't seen Charlotte Flair, Tom, for months since the summer. You're absolutely right. Such a spectacular.
That's the WrestleMania match. WWE personality talks about Charlotte Flair's impending return. After healing from injuries she sustained at the Tribute to the Troops edition of WWE SmackDown in late 2023, Charlotte Flair is supposedly ready for a massive comeback. The Queen will face Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41, says Sam Roberts.On. On the latest episode of the Notsam Wrestling podcast, Sam Roberts articulated the impending return of Charlotte Flair. He is certain the Queen will be back to win her 15th world title this WrestleMania season. Roberts claimed that he had talked about this potential match for months and believed it was the only way WWE could go with Flair's return. He acknowledged the possibility of her being revealed as the mystery attacker of Jade Cargill, but added that he does not see it happening. There were rumors over the last week about there being a plan for Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I mean, some people were like, oh, that's the first I've heard about it this week. Other people listen to Notsam Wrestling and know that I've said that for months. That's the WrestleMania match that I want. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Of course, there are people who are saying Charlotte Flair might be the one that did in Jade Cargill, that threw her on the car, but I don't see that. From 1 hour and 42 seconds to 1 hour, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Tiffany Stratton cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on the first SmackDown episode of 2025 to claim her first world title in WWE, 1 year after her main roster debut. Tiffany Stratton may have a few big names to fend off besides Charlotte Flair, a WWE legend comments. Mark Henry recently noted that Nia Jax is not going to let it slide that Tiffany Stratton swerved her. He believes Stratton needs a muscle. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, Henry claimed that the buff Barbie is very similar to undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes in that both of them are natural heels. Henceforth, the company should not consider turning the new champion babyface, which also means that she needs help from someone else. Oh, snap. Now she's going to have to deal with Nia, Mark Henry noted. Nia can very easily give her the, oh, okay, good game, I see. Or she could be like, you waited. You set me up. You buttered me up. You didn't care. Now I'm gonna, and they can go either way. But regardless of the fact, Tiffy is going to have a heavy. She needs someone now to run interference. Who is that going to be? He wondered. Meanwhile, her recent promo on SmackDown caught the attention of former WWE superstar Mandy Rose, fueling rumors of an in-ring return. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair in works for WWE WrestleMania 41. Report. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair could be on the table for WrestleMania 41. Per WrestleVotes, during a backstage pass Q&A, there have been rumblings of Flair versus Stratton, though nothing is set in stone. It was stressed that although the match has been talked about for the 19th and the 20th of April PLE, whether or not it happens is yet to be determined. Stratton versus Flair could be one of the biggest women's bouts WWE could conceivably book for WrestleMania, pitting one of the most highly thought-of young prospects on the roster against one of its most decorated stars. Tiffany is presently the WWE Women's Champion, having cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on friend-turned-rival Nia Jax on the January 3rd edition of SmackDown. Tiffany's hunt after becoming Miss Money in the Bank in July was lengthy, with the former NXT Women's Champion hinting at a cash-in multiple times before ultimately pulling the trigger. It was FUN.AT25. She is regarded as one of WWE's most promising wrestlers, having demonstrated an affinity for televised wrestling beyond her 3 years of experience. In contrast, Charlotte Flair is a seasoned professional. Charlotte is a member of WWE's acclaimed Four Horsewoman and has been influential in elevating women's wrestling throughout her 12-year tenure. She is consistently pushed as one of WWE's top acts, with 15 Raw Women's, SmackDown Women's, Divas, and NXT Women's Championship reigns under her belt. Charlotte has been off WWE television for more than a year as things stand. Flair had a ruptured ACL, MCL, and meniscus in December 2023 and was supposed to miss roughly 9 months. However, she is yet to return. However, as the Royal Rumble 2025 season approaches, speculation about a potential comeback has increased. Recently, she was pictured backstage at one of the NXT shows. Charlotte Flair sends heartfelt message to popular WWE star amid return speculation. Charlotte Flair shared a heartfelt interaction with a popular WWE superstar on social media today. The veteran last competed on the December 8th, 2023 edition of SmackDown. R-Truth is a popular star on WWE Raw. Today, the veteran is celebrating his 53rd birthday. Flair wished Truth a happy birthday and shared a picture of them posing together. R-Truth thanked Flair for her birthday message, and she reacted with a heart emoji. As seen in the post below, Flair tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus in 2023 during a singles match against Asuka and still has not returned to action. However, a vignette was shown this past Friday night on the Blue brand, teasing her return to the ring. Major WWE star sends warning to Charlotte Flair ahead of her return to the company. Rhea Ripley recently delivered a warning to Charlotte Flair ahead of her return to the ring. The Eradicator defeated Liv Morgan on the January 6, 2025 episode of WWE Raw to capture the Women's World Championship. Ripley also defeated Flair at WrestleMania 39 and believes she could beat the veteran again. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling last year, Ripley sent a warning to Charlotte ahead of her return to action. The 28-year-old boasted about her victory over Flair at the Show of Shows and vowed to beat her again down the line. "Good luck. Mommy is bigger and better than ever, and I beat you at WrestleMania 39, so you best believe that I can do it again. I love you, princess. Get back and be safe because Mommy's going to put you back down." From 209 to 223, Charlotte Flair has been regularly updating fans on social media as she works her way back to the ring. It will be interesting to see what WWE has planned for Flair moving forward and whether she will make an appearance during next month's Women's Royal Rumble match. Charlotte Flair shows off impressive physique ahead of imminent WWE return. Charlotte Flair showed off her impressive physique today on social media ahead of her imminent WWE return. The 38-year-old suffered a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus on the December 8, 2023 episode of WWE SmackDown. Flair did not compete in a match in 2024 due to the injury. However, she has provided her fans with regular updates while recovering, and the company aired a vignette for the veteran during this past Friday's edition of the Blue brand. The former champion took to social media today to show off her physique, and you can check it out in her post below. Charlotte Flair suffered the injury during a singles match against Asuka in 2023. The Empress of Tomorrow is also out of action with a knee injury. She has not been seen on WWE television since the Kabuki Warriors lost the Women's Tag Team Championship to Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair last year at Backlash France. Jade Cargill has been absent from WWE television since she was attacked by a mystery star on SmackDown in November 2024. Naomi has replaced the former AEW star in the tag team with Bianca Belair on SmackDown, and the duo are the